ho, and Merry Christmas! For all things Halloween, this is hauntformer, and to celebrate the most festive day of the year, a day filled with cheer and hope, optimism and goodwill, to celebrate the birth of the Jewish Messiah who will save us from all of our sins, today I will be ranking in a tier list all of the Halloween animatronics from the year. I may have had my work cut out for me here, folks. So, special thank you to Bear 2299, and a shout out to Red Star, Clip Save Bake. Clip your coupon to save. There's gonna be ads on this, but a thank you to Bear and the website Tier Maker for making this list possible. Now, because I didn't devise this list, could there be animatronics and props missing from this? Yeah. But I was looking over it. It looks like we have the bulk of everything here. There are 101 props on this list. So I think it's safe to say we have our work cut out for us. And we even have a couple of Christmas characters maybe thrown in there. Okay, one thing you'll also notice is the lack of any professional grade props, which makes sense. No distortions, no Unit 70, no anybody else, for that matter. It looks like we're getting a lot of Lowe's, Home Depot, Spirit, and Party City. And that, frankly, is really what I was going for. Anyway, I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas before we jump into this list. And I want you to know that just because it's the time of year for joy and laughter and kindred doesn't mean I won't absolutely Shrek and just destroy and annihilate some of these animatronics. Because, look, I'm an optimistic guy. I'm a positive guy. I think all of these companies brought really good animatronics to the table this year. However, there were some doo-doo feces ones, and I am going to doo-doo feces on them when we get to them. So, keep that in mind. There also may be a few returning characters, so mind that as well. Thank you for spending the holidays with me. I'm looking forward to a very festive, very creepy, and ever so exciting 2025. Can you believe it? A quarter of the way through the century. Bonkers. No more talking. Let's start the tier list. If you've never done or watched any of these tier list videos before, allow me to introduce you to the rating system. S being superior, the cream of the crop, the best you can get. A is obviously like A+, really good. B, pretty solid. C is like D is like, and F is like, bad. That's at least in my head what I'm going for. It's a grading scale, except S is like A+++++. You got me? Okay, cool. All right. Well, we're starting off with an OG. We have the towering clown. I'm gonna not remember all of the names because there are 101 of these suckers, so please forgive me for that. We have the towering clown. I'll try to move down so you can see them on your screen. I can of course see them on mine, just off to my right, your left. If that makes sense. The towering clown. I always had a soft spot for him. You know, I'm kind of known for being the clown hater, but say what I will, I think he's a fine animatronic. Is he a superior? No. Is he A? I don't know. We're starting off, so you'll notice things adjust as we go. I'm gonna start with him in B, and we'll navigate that. Okay? All right. Rick Ratman. I absolutely love Rick Ratman. Definitely a highlight prop of the year for me. Actually was an inspiration for my haunt this year. But can I confidently give him S? The thing is, as great as Rick Batman is, he's simple, he's effective, he scared quite a few people, and he really, is a great zombie. The only zombie this year, besides Big Lots. Come on, guys. I don't know if I can give him S. I will give him A, which is very good. Art the Clown. We have a few Art the Clowns this year, namely this one from Party City and Spirits Art the Clown. There are pros and cons to each. I like that they put the blood on the Art the Clown from Party City, but I do think the Spirit one's animation and look are a lot nicer. So for that reason, I'm going to give this Art the Clown... Is it a B or is it a C? I don't think I can put it in the same class as the Towering Clown. So C for now. We'll see how generous I'm feeling with that holiday spirit. Oh, okay. The Home Depot Frankenstein. You know what? Pause. I'm going to put the ones that are very similar together. Is that cool? Can I do that? This is my list after all. But like, for instance, let's get the Spirit one out of the way. The Spirit Art the Clown. I'm going to try to take my bias for the characters out of the equation. I actually quite liked the Terrifier 3. I didn't love it, but I liked it more than the other two, which were not good. Art the Clown's not my favorite character under the sun, but the prop is pretty good. A might be generous, but this list is gonna suck. Oh my gosh, people are gonna hate on me. Home Depot Frankenstein, I think, is close to an S. It's as close. It's right there in my room. It's as close to an S as an A can get. Do I have to do them this way as well? That would be really stressful. Oh my gosh. But let's do the Spirit one, because it's way down at the bottom of the list because it's a new edition. And we're going to put him at C? I don't know, the face being immobile as it makes noise and does this is not a great look, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And maybe I'm a little bit biased because it's the Frankenstein monster. Who doesn't love him? So yeah. Contaminated Kid, possibly the winner of the Stupidest Name Award. But it's not a bad idea. I don't know why it's not more mutated if they were going for a contaminated thing. It really just seems like a byproduct, a freak of nature. B. And probably at the top of the Bs. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do all of them horizontally. I'll see how I'm feeling. The guy popping out of the ground, this jack-o'-lantern dude, is cool. He's cool. He's very neat. B. The Ringmaster. Very nice. I like how tall he is. A. Maybe. The Bear. I don't think I like the Claw Machine quite as much as the Popcorn, although I do like bears. It gets a decent score for effort. B. I'm trying to go with my gut here. I overthink this kind of stuff. I couldn't tell you how I filed my tax return, but I can tell you how to rank a Halloween prop from a Target. Alright, let's keep going. Little Pale Girl. Not nearly as exciting as Art the Clown. Not a bad prop. The animation's okay. I think I'm going to put her right beside Art. And where the heck was she in Terrifier 3? I don't know the lore. Did I miss something? Was there a post-credit scene somewhere? Cthulhu or Tulu or the Deep One from the H.P. Lovecraft mythos. Please make more H.P. Craft animatronics. This is a very solid A. Very close to S. It's just so big. It's hard to know fully what to do with it. But it's very nice. Very nice. The Pilgrim Dude from Wednesday. Have not seen all of Wednesday. I do not know who this guy is, but the prop's nice. B. Thing? Or no, Cousin It. Sorry, I get them switched in my head. You ever do that? You ever mix up Thing with Cousin It? He's okay. I think C is generous. But, I mean, there's nothing innately wrong with it. It's just kind of... C is like... whatever. That's kind of how I feel with that. The Doulahan. The Knight Doulahan. Very cool. Not as good as the Headless Horsemen's that we've had in the past, but a solid character nevertheless. The Plague Doctor. I love this guy so much except for 3 things. The skeletal staff to me is dumb. The light up eyes are and the wire is weird. And why is he like 8 feet tall? I don't understand all of that, but he is a very good Plague Doctor. B. Yeah, let's go with that. Big Skelly. Big Skelly is, I mean, a tried and true. You know, there's nothing innately wrong with the Big Skelly. I think it's completely fine. I don't know if I can give it A, just because I feel like A has to be, like, something different. Maybe if this was the first year the Big Skelly dropped, I would be a little more excited about it. But it's still a good prop. B. And these are not horizontally oriented. I may adjust a few of those at the end. We'll see how I'm feeling. Darth Vader and the Stormtrooper. Now, these are technically, I guess, both Halloween and Christmas, so 'tis the season. Now, I always thought a Darth Vader prop would be great. I don't love that he talks about holidays. I think it just should have been lines from the movies. I don't know why they felt the need. I was waiting for him to be like, only at the Home Depot. Because they would do that. But he's still a good character. I like him more than the Stormtrooper. The Stormtrooper's just okay. Especially with a dumb candy cane. I forgot what he has for Halloween, but I'm happy with that arrangement. Pearl knockoff girl. Stupid idiot. I forgot her name. But she's... I actually don't mind what they were going for with a girl in overalls with an axe. Fine. But why does she lift it up as the jump scare? Why is it not a slash down? Now you might say, oh, it could hurt somebody. I don't care. It doesn't make sense. And for that reason, it gets a D for dumb. Although admittedly, I don't think that it's like... I don't think it's F. I don't think it sucks, but... moving on. The clowns with the kids. I've never really cared for this one, frankly. A lot of the SVI clowns are not my cup of tea. I know they have their fan base. But the thing is, with the little kids, they don't even look realistic. They look like rag dolls. And I don't really care for it. It's going to get D. So sorry. It's my list. Deal with it. Cotton Candy Dan. I like the idea of a person in cotton candy. I think the clown, I don't know why he looks like a skeleton. It's a little weird. I'm not crazy about the monster clowns, but you know. C? Yeah, that's where I'm going to put him for now. Max Straw, a man after my own heart. A cool prop, an interesting design. Doesn't do a whole lot, but I think, you know, less is more. B. It's better than Dan. Demonic Gatekeeper. That is neither demonic nor gatekeeper. I will... I feel like there are a couple that I want to reserve for F, but it's really close. It's really close. I'm just going to put him there anyway. Sorry, F for Fiend. He reminds me of Hanging Hell Fiend, which I also didn't care for. They keep calling these props demonic hell. They're not demonic or hell. It's a skeleton. No. Hashtag not my hell. Merry Christmas, by the way. Up next, Graveyard Ghoul. Or whatever his name is. He's not as bad as I think we let him out to be. He's a fine character. He's just not very special. He's very mid. He's mid. Ah! Can you see that? Yes! Boom, boom, boom! We have the glorious Wanda. Wanda goes straight to S for me. Is it a surprise? Is it a surprise? Bugs are on the top. No, it's not a surprise. Giant Death Ray. Yet another prop after my own heart. This fills me with joy that it exists. I know there were a lot left over at the 50% off sales. I know that people didn't know what it was. I know it kind of looks like a skeleton. I don't care. This is my list, and I can cry if I want to. Now, here's the thing. I think in actuality, it probably deserves an A, but I'm me. I think S is not only reasonable, it's required here on Hauntformer. I would be bashed vigorously in the comments if I didn't do that. Dark Princess is one that actually grew on me. I like the look of her. Didn't get to see her a whole lot. They didn't have her in the stores in my area for quite some time. But I like her. She's going to go in B. You're going to notice a lot of Bs. A lot of Bs and probably a lot of Cs, because it's a bell curve, You can't have all the best, and you can't have all the worst. There's going to be a lot of ones that I'm just like, it's fine. It is what it is. That's how a lot of those are. His name's escaping me, but he's the one that tracks you. And he is C. And here's why. The look is cool, and I love the idea of the head movement. It was very janky because there were groups of people that walked up and it didn't know where to look. I think one-on-one it might be okay. I wish the head movement was faster. If it did a quick snap onto you and followed you, that would be creepy. And it's also just kind of a generic clown otherwise. But it looks fine. I like the jester thing. I think they should take this technology and roll with it and advance it. But I don't know if in good conscience I can put it very much higher. Maybe B. Maybe B. That's all I got. This guy, another one that I forgot the name of because I forget the name. Oh, Bobby Strings. I do remember his name. Dang it. Bobby Strings, what a missed opportunity. What a fumble here. What a great idea. A giant marionette. Then they gave it a stupid voice and dumb phrases, and the eyes light up. Stop with that, please. I can't give it F, but it's going to get D. For disappointing. Barnaby the Bear. Actually a pretty fun one. Not like my favorite thing under the sun, but in terms of the circus fair, you could do a lot worse. I think the animation was quite nice, and they did it in a clever way. B. Yeah, B for Barnaby the Bear. Twitching Banshee. Twitching Banshee is been a fave of mine, but over the years I've been like, she's just okay. I think that there's a part of me that wants to like it more because it's just called Banshee. But I think we could honestly get a better Banshee than Twitching Banshee. But she is quite startling and rather creepy. The Ringmaster. Ah, yes, our good old friend Anthony. Where shall we put him? I do wonder. I think he's going to go in B. I want to put him in A because the look is very clean, very good look. You're welcome, Anthony. However, the animation on the chest, is he supposed to be a Teletubby? What's going on? I'm very confused about why that's a part of it. I get there's some kind of mystical thing going on with him, sort of like Death Ray. You have to use your imagination, which I'm all for. But with a ringmaster, I don't know. I feel like he could have done something a bit more ringmastery, because you're adding this weird lore into the prop. It kind of doesn't mesh with what most people would be using it for. So there we go. But still good. Still good. Cerberus is just alright. It was always just alright. It's a C. I don't love that it's only viewable from literally front and center. If it was a full dog, it would be a lot higher, because Cerberus is a neat idea for a prop, but no, the fact that if you turn it slightly this way, it looks goofy, kind of ruins the whole shebang. Although I suppose where else would you look at it from? I could see that argument, but it's just never been my favorite thing. This guy that was horribly hated upon. You know, I gotta admit, I don't hate him as much as Demonic Gatekeeper. It's a budget prop, too, so I take that into account. It's not good, though. It's not good at all. It's probably a D. It doesn't... The thing is, this gets me more upset than this. Like, F is for ones that make me upset that they exist. And this guy, he's just vibing. He's just living his life. You know, whatever. Whatever. Michael Myers. Let's talk about Michael Myers. This is like the 45th Michael Myers that we've gotten. Why is it from Halloween 2? Why did we not get any from the new trilogy? What is going on? I don't know. I'm very upset that I didn't like it more because I didn't get it, and I've wanted a Michael for quite some time. Is it poop? No. Is it mid? Maybe. Yeah, it might be mid. The thing is, there are things you can do to it to enhance it. I know my friend Will, he modified his and made it a whole lot better. The Roomba ringtone thing still gets to me because it's not right. The faces are just not right. Like, Michael Myers, there are two things that really makes Halloween iconic. The mask and the music, and you failed on both. That's why it's in C. Moving on to Victor. Not nearly as fun, or dare I say, quite so attractive as Emily. So sorry. But they're admittedly both very good animatronics. They work in unison, but I must admit Emily is the main prize here, so I think she deserves the A and Victor will take the B. Because here's the thing. You could have Emily without Victor. You could not have Victor without Emily. It just wouldn't happen. That's like having Sally without Jack. You could display Jack by himself, but in displaying just Sally, it just doesn't feel right. It's just not right. So, yeah. Tolga the Witch is just another... I mean, this mech is so cool, I couldn't give any of them D or F, unless they really butchered it. But in terms of all of these pop-up ones, she might be my most least anticipated to see. She's just whatever. I don't know. I would love to see more pop-up characters, but something different. Something different would be nice. A ghost. I know we had Emmeline who jumped forward, but a flying ghost up into the air, or a phantom, you know, with a long mouth. That would be nice to see. That would be cool. The Cremator, whom, in my headcanon, has to be slightly based off my haunt. I'm not saying I'm an egomaniac here, but I am saying I'm an egomaniac. Because, I don't know, like, they dropped a Grim Reaper called the Cream... whatever his name is. And he's got, like, red... I mean, like, the flame light. That was me! I did that! I did a lot of this, okay? All the nautical stuff, you're welcome, okay? You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. I'll take my check. I'm teasing, of course. Cremator's pretty cool. I don't know if I can give him A, but he's B. He's pretty cool. Ghostface. How disappointing. I mean, the thing is, it's not bad. It does look like it's a garbage bag. It does look like a garbage bag. The fact you can swap out the masks is nice. I don't mind the animation, and the audio's okay. The thing is, I'm just not as excited about the new Scream movies of recent. Scream 5 I was hyped for. Scream 6 I was like, okay, I'll watch that. Now they're doing other ones. They're bringing back Neve Campbell. She has like a daughter now. And they quit it with the legacy crap. They joked about it in Scream 5, and now they're just outright doing it. I know it's not radio silence anymore, but that said about the movies, the prop is C. It's right alongside the Frankenstein and the Michael Myers and the art in terms of like licensed characters that are cool, but I don't know. I'd rather save my money and wait until they make a better version. Like the Frankenstein from Home Depot, I think is a superior type of prop. Well, it's at least an A. Maybe it is an S. I'll think it over. Groundbreaking skeleton. There are two. There's a glow-in-the-dark and a regular. I mean, that's like pick your poison type thing. There's nothing inherently wrong with them. I don't think they're as cool as this pumpkin coming out of the ground. Even though I like skeletons. It's just plain, you know? It's just plain. Ah, yes. Our lovely Shirley Temple. That's not her name. Nifty 50. That's also not her name. But she's great. She's very good. She gets A. She's close to S because she's just so darn creepy. The fact they couldn't put her in the store because they knew kids would be crying and pissing their pants shows you why she is up there. Although I wish they would have made the hollow head a little darker. Although I understand that, you know, it lights up. So I get it. This thing is stupid. I don't know what it is, but it looks dumb, and it looks cheap, and it's going in F. What is that? Where is that from? Is that a stupid thing from, like, it looks like an online Target exclusive. I know it's not. It's probably something from the Halloween Party Expo, which is coming up soon, by the way. Get excited. But, like, these are just, like, not good. Like, these are... these are like, and these are like, oh no. This also looks dumb. This is also an oh no. No. Doesn't need to exist. It's dumb. And the thing is, these aren't even usually that tall. So like people can't even walk under it realistically. Doesn't make sense. The giant Lowe's caretaker. I know a lot of people were really hyped about this. I know, like, Brick Thunder got it early, and people were all like, ooh. It is neat. It isn't my favorite thing in the world. I think it's going to be C. I think it's just okay. I also don't know why it has to be 20 feet tall, or however big it was. The captain with the wheel. Very nice. Not my favorite of the nautical things they dropped, but very cool. B. Maybe. I'm second guessing myself. Scuba diver is A, I think. Don't sue me. The thing is, the scuba diver has dumb audio, but the look is just so darn neat. How could you not like it? It's a scuba guy. Come on. The witch is kind of boring. C. This witch is a little less boring. But by what margin? I don't think I could put either of them with the captain. The captain's just dope. They're not nearly as dope. This one might be even lower, actually. This one might be D, because this one, they're not on the same caliber either. She has the webbed hands. That's a little too cool for me. This guy's also great. He's also an A. I wish he was in stores. I love the tentacles with the mouth. I really wanted him. But expensive. Very expensive, Lowe's. Chill. The Kraken. The octopus. A very nice prop. Probably a B. I didn't see it fully in person. It might have been higher, but it's very cool. The Rock Band. The new inclusions of the Rock Band. I actually like the guy rocking out. I think the animation for him is pretty nice. These aren't my favorite things in the world, though. So... Is that mean? Is that mean to all give them C? They're fine. They're harmless. I don't hate them. I don't love them. They just exist. I don't have a need. There's no itch that needs to be scratched for me to have a Bluetooth band of Reapers. Yeah. Gargoyle guy is dumb. It looked bad. The lights were stupid. I'm sorry. Clown. Actually, I didn't mind it. It's probably that might be a little generous. Yeah, because I'm looking at a couple of these. I'm like, yeah, it's not on the same caliber. But, you know, it's fine. The Headless Knight from Disney's Haunted Mansion was a little pricey. I like the Haunted Mansion as much as the next guy. The Knight was an interesting pick for character. I guess it was just a matter of what could they do. I'd love to see the Mummy with the teacup, but I probably won't. Hey, you never know. They did a statue of it. It is... it's in B because it's a little less aggravating than some of these other characters, whom admittedly I like Ghostface and Michael more than that guy, but his execution was better, and theirs was kind of dumb. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, he was also kind of derpy. Yeah, they can't help it with being derpy. This thing is straight trash. I don't even know why it was with the Haunted Mansion stuff. It was stupid. This is also dumb. The thing is, in videos past, I have said, oh, well, it's not my cup of tea, but if you're a family with kids, go to Dollar Tree. All this stuff is dumb. All this stuff needs to go away. Sorry, kids. I know there's kids watching, but kids, you deserve better Halloween. When I was a kid, you know what I loved about Halloween? When it was scary, when it was intimidating, when it was cool. Not this. What is this Alibaba Wish.com crap? Gone. Wednesday. Again, I didn't watch it. The Wednesday's okay. There'll be some people that'll simp over Jenna Ortega any day and put it high, but to me, it was just whatever. They actually got pretty close with the Goo Goo Muck rendition, so for the Cramp cover band alone, I think it deserves at least some honor. Buff Werewolf, Jacked Werewolf, was a character that I never saw in person because I don't have a Costco membership. My grandma does, and she sent me a picture of it, and it's not bad. I don't get why it has to be jacked. I get like it's a werewolf, but it's my eyes go directly to the big freaking six-pack in the middle of its body. Like, it's not going to the face, which should be the prominent feature. It's like, it feels wrong. There's something wrong about it. But I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. It didn't make me mad. It just, I don't know. There are better werewolves this year. Which are they on the list? Where is... there are better werewolves to come. Just wait. Slimer. We're getting into the HalloweenCostumes.com section of the video. The thing is, with Slimer... Oh, I've noticed a trend, actually. We're going through each store. If you didn't catch on, we went through Spirit and Lowe's and Spirit and Lowe's so far, looks like. Oh, and Party City, sorry, / Halloween City, which doesn't exist anymore. Sorry. Now we're in the HalloweenCostumes.com. And this is their best thing they've done as an original thing. It's also because, they had a deal going on with Seasonal Visions. The Slimer, I don't know if anyone caught this. It was slowly going up in price online. And I'm pretty sure, and that was very weird to me. It was like originally $250, and I checked again, it was like $299. Then it was $350. It's not worth that. I am a Ghostbusters ride or die. I love Ghostbusters. I've seen it more than maybe any movie ever. One of my favorite movies. But I would be joshing you if I put it in S tier. But I will put it in A because it's Slimer. And it is a very good sculpt. The animation, they couldn't move the mouth without it, becoming derpy. I guess the only thing they could do is have its hands shoot up. It could have had a hot dog like it was eating it, but I think they did a fine job. You're not gonna escape the dumb looking black pole, but I suppose with the right lighting, it would look pretty sick. That's Slimer. Yeah. Pink skeleton. Why exactly is there a pink skeleton? I know that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. But does anyone decorate for that? Is that, I'm not trying to be insensitive. There's been stuff in my family with that. But I don't care. I don't want it in my Halloween. Why is it pink? Actually, pink is actually one of my favorite colors. I actually like it. But I don't think it fits with the skeleton. But it's not F. It's not as bad as whatever this stuff is. So, you're welcome, HalloweenCostumes.com. Dr. Finkelstein might be one of the funniest animatronics I've seen in a while, because he, raises his hand for some reason, and his brain pops open. I guess I'm thinking when I would sit down, in theory, at a prop designing table, it'd be like, we have the rights to The Nightmare Before Christmas, we have Dr. Finkelstein, what do we do? I guess something with his brain popping open. I don't know about the hand thing. But, they used audio from the movie. It's kind of funny. I don't think it's on that tier. It's a C. Oogie Boogie is also probably a C as well. I like that they made him green. It fits a little more with the vibrant colors of the film. But I don't know. It's not as exciting. It's just kind of whatever at this point. The Nightmare Before Christmas has been so milked. It's one of my favorite films, maybe my favorite animated movie ever. Lovely film that I've seen countless times. I'm just sick of seeing it. I'm done. I get it. It's a good movie. I'm done. Okay? Thank you. This guy. I like that it's sort of a robot, but the execution is very strange. This is bad. I'm sorry. I don't like that at all. Sorry, Halloween Costumes. You had to have a stinker in there. I also do not like this Plague Doctor. I don't even know. I don't, hate it. This is, ugh. This is, barf. This is just disappointing. That's just sad. Yeah. Ooh! Yes, please. The Zombie Wolf. What a marvelous prop. What a great animatronic. I think, you know what? I think it might have to take S. Because it's so versatile. Okay, the spider's pretty great, but the thing is with Ray, I get that's a hauntformer Mac bias seeping in. I know it's not for everybody, but the wolf, dang it is so great. Everyone can use this thing. It's perfect. Please make more of those kind of characters, Home Depot. I forgot his name. He's just mid. He's the same as the Sitter of Souls. I don't really love or hate it. It just existed. 0. Again, another one where it's just okay, it's here. I'm sure it's cool. Captain Cuts. Oh man, he is awesome. What a great animation. You know, I think it might have to also go in S. That's the first of the S's that I did not purchase this year. Because let's be real, if something's an S, I'm going to usually buy it. Thing is, pirates are such a niche Halloween thing, like aliens, like a few other characters. But when it's done right, they nailed it. Made me excited for more pirates. And that is something that is hard for me to say. But what a great character. Awesome animatronic. Maybe one of the bests I've ever seen. The three clowns are fine, I guess. It's kind of goofy, but you know that you can stack them and rearrange them. They're non-offensive. I should hate them more, but I don't. I don't. The tree. The tree was a very big, very cool presence. I really like that you can use them for a lot of things. I don't think it's A. I think it's probably B. It's right along like Kraken. I'm more excited for Kraken just because we haven't seen things like that before. So, you know. Chucky. Chucky is a real splendid guy. I love Chucky. I have a ton of Chucky stuff in my room. You can probably see him. Actually, he's the only one of these that's in my background. 'Tis the season. But where does Chucky belong? Chucky has the great animation like Captain Cuts, but I think it might have to be more on the Frankenstein tier. I think Captain Cuts just did it a little bit better. Just did it more excellent. Here's another of the skeletons. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. Oh, this is the spirit one? I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. But it's... So what's that? What am I looking at? What's going on? Is that just a basic... No, that has to be a giant... Oh! Is that Spirit's giant skeleton? If so, that wasn't nearly as good. Because it's not as big. The whole appeal is that it's big. Same thing with the Inferno guy. I don't think it's quite as versatile. The versatility of the skeleton is very important. That's why you see people with Santa hats on it. Would you see a Santa hat on a giant tree guy? No. Actually, to think of it, the skeleton doesn't make any sense either, but... Whoa, well. The gangster guy. Jack of Spades, I think his name was. Loved the idea of it. I love that he had the cigar and the drink and the cards. Almost perfect, except I'm not crazy about the bronze-looking skeleton. I wish it was just a normal skeleton. But it's very good. I think it's a B. Ah! The Reaper. I think the Reaper... I think the Reaper might get S. Another one that I didn't buy. But... when they get the 12-footers right, which a lot of them get them wrong, they get them right. And this is my favorite 12-foot prop that has ever been made, so I think it deserves a superior status. Good job, Home Depot. This pirate guy, you know, he was whatever. Nowhere near Captain Cuts, but I think he was fine. He almost could get B for me. He almost could be up here. But... no, I'm going to keep it there. Well... nah, it's going to stay there. This clown. This clown, I never saw it in person. I heard it's really big. It's just not super exciting to me, frankly. The Nosferatu, or the vampire, whatever they called it. It was very nice. I was close to actually getting it. I think it's an A. I'm not crazy about the ones that blab a lot, but with that kind of character, he would be blabbing. Let's be frank. And he looked really good, and the clothes were great quality. The Witch, you know, it's a puppet. They did a better job than the Bobby Strings, but there's really not much to remark about it. It's probably on the tier Bobby Strings. The thing is, it's not a normal puppet. It's a witch puppet. the puppet is a better done puppet, but it's just not, the marionette doesn't exceed that. So they're on the same. I don't even know what we're looking at now. What are these characters? This looks weird. I don't think I like it very much. Nah. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. No, I'll do that because this thing, I also don't know what that is, but... You know, it's got a sword. It has a sword. The Jack is C, yet again. Why does he have a vampire cape? I don't know. I don't know. Because why not? Because he's Jack, I guess. This witch, oh, the witch that pops its hand out. You know, it's alright. It's inoffensive. It's whatever. The dog. Again, another one. Look, you're going to see a lot of C's. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that's just like, whatever. The dog is whatever to me. Spider. You know, it's a jumping spider. Again, it's a whatever. It's a nothing burger. The Jemmy Beetlejuice. We've seen better Beetlejuices, so I can't really get too hyped about him. And the pumpkin guy... Yeah, sure. You know, this, I was close to getting this ghost face, this budget ghost face. Yeah, it's not very remarkable, but it's cheap, and it's like a static prop. I don't think I could in good conscience put it in B, but I'll put it at the top of C because it's so close to getting out. Because it's cheap, because of the appeal of being like a movie display prop. But why was it red? Why was the inside of its mouth red? That's weird. This werewolf's got me for a loop. Hang on. Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah. Okay, this werewolf's got me for a loop, guys. Because it's Big Lots. Big Lots is going out of business now, if you didn't know. They're going to be on sales and stuff. Now that makes me more sad, because I know this werewolf's never going to come back. I'm thinking it over, because this is one of my favorite werewolf props ever now, and I never thought I would ever say that about a Big Lots character. Not that I hate Big Lots, but they're not usually remarkable. It almost gets an S. Is that wild? Someone is screaming through the screen right now at me. But I can't give it S. I don't think I can, anyway. It's so awesome, though. The animation is sick. The thing is, the look of it isn't the best. You know, I don't know. It's something, there's something keeping me from S. It's going to go right here alongside all three of these top ones. The Cthulhu's pretty great, too. And the Emily. See, now we're getting in the organized... That's too much. This video is going to be long enough as it is. But we're getting into the home stretch. We have this ghost. It's fine. The look of it's neat. It's more of a ghoul to me. The zombie. Okay, the zombie. I bought this zombie. And I knew it wasn't the best thing ever. But it's a zombie. It was the only other zombie this year, if you'll notice, other than Rick Ratman. Which is incredible. It's probably a C. I'll put it at the top of C because I did buy it. I don't think it's as good as this stuff. But it worked. And I needed it. And he was reliable, dang it. He was working hard in the haunt. And he's cool. You know, I like him. I like the lumbering zombie. The scarecrow with the crows flying around it is also pretty nice. You know, I think I'd put him next to, you know, he almost has escaped the C tier, but when I went to the store, I noticed that the crows broke, and without the crows, it really is just generic scarecrow, and so I don't know if I can elevate it that high because of one gimmick. This werewolf skeleton thing is stupid. I don't know why they dropped that, but it's F. It, you know, it's not like the most horrible thing, but it doesn't even deserve D because it doesn't need to exist. I don't know what in the world that is. That's SVI. That's a scarecrow. I do not care for that. The Sword Swallower is pretty great, though. Sword Swallower was a good job on their end. B. Almost it's A. Is that whack? It's almost A. Here's the thing. This guy is C because they could have done a better job with such a great concept. Sword Swallower might be A. Might be right along with the fire shooter guy. Both of those are how you do the circus thing effectively and correctly. So thank you, SVI, for improving on that. This little guy is a C. It's almost a D, but it's neat because it's little, I guess. And then finally we have the knockoff of our other half-bodied friend. I don't think it's nearly as good. I didn't care for whatever his name was to begin with. But I feel like there's something keeping it from D. Like, these are, like, offensively bad. I know people were hating on this, and I was joking about it just to, you know, be on the hate train. But it really isn't, like, come on, you're really going to compare it to some of this stuff? It's basically the same as the other clown, just the look isn't as creepy. And with that, we have completed the tier list. We have completed the tier list. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, so let's take a look over this before we end this video, okay? We have a pretty minimal S and a pretty larger F tier, which is pretty incredible. But a lot of A's, a lot of A's, a lot of C's, a lot of C's. Now, if you really wanted to break this down as like a graphic, we have 3 Home Depots, 2 Spirits. Let's see where all the F's are from. We have 1 Spirit. We have many Lows. Many Lows. But the thing is, Lowe's is getting so much better. Lowe's are doing a great job. But there are a few barriers and hurdles to jump. Whatever companies are making these kind of props, I think they have to step up the game a bit. The thing is with the C's are well balanced because there's a balance of all different companies in the C tier here, which is nice. You know, we like that unity. And the B's, Party City, Spirit, Home Depot. It's a good smorgasbord here. In the A's, though, we do have a Big Lots. We have a Big Lots in the A's, everybody. Very impressive. And several lows. I think these guys were really good. All of the S and the A tiers are really top notch. The B's are also pretty good. The C's I could live, like, if all of these didn't exist, it wouldn't really change my existence, with the exception of this zombie, because he kind of saved my butt. The D's and F's could go away forever. Like, I'm not even going to think about them anymore. You know what? 2024, it overall was a mixed bag, but I think the highs were really great. The highs were exceptionally great. And there were a lot of good characters this year. What I think I loved about this year more than all of them, that you can clearly tell by this list, because I feel like any other year, the Spirit and like Home Depot stuff would be right up at the top. What's nice is all of the companies are throwing their hat in the ring. We're getting good stuff across the board now. And that is something to praise. There you have it, everybody. The ultimate Halloween animatronic ranking. Thank you again to BearBear2299. And thank you all so much for watching. Hey, if you made it to the end, make sure to subscribe, and I appreciate you. I'm looking forward to a very spooky 2025, and a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you and yours. Remember, for all things Halloween, this is hauntformer. Ooh.